but Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious. The man, okay? Like, no matter what you call him, Sid Justice, Sid Vicious, Sycho Sid, it doesn't matter. This was my guy. This was my guy.
This was your original ruler.
What?
This was the original ruler.
The original ruler of the world. Yes. Right? Sid Vicious, Sycho Sid would come out, he would fist bump people. Who's the man?
Those fist bumps look terrifying to take.
Terrifying. You know what I mean? But this is the only thing that I'm sad about is that he's not putting himself into the Hall of Fame. It's because I always have to give Triple H the respect here because, you know, between Sid and Vince McMahon, they did not have a good relationship at the end. He pretty much hated Vince and knew that as long as Vince was in control, he was never going to get in. He actually hoped that he would be able to get in. He even talked about it a few years ago, that, you know, with the fact that Vince is no longer there, maybe he has a shot to get in, and, you know, he died. But this is a slam dunk. You look at this guy's career, multi-time champion. I mean, he was a main eventer. You know, I always remember Sid and Sycho Sid versus Shawn Michaels. It was just like that. Everything about Sid was just real. His work, his look, his aggression, everything about Sid screamed professional wrestler. This guy was the real deal. Real deal. Like, there was nothing play about Sid. And loved his entrance. Everything about this guy was just top notch, man.
It's honestly one of my maybe top 5, definitely top 10, maybe top 5 entrance themes.
Oh, which one? Sycho Sid, yeah.
Sycho Sid.
Yeah. Well, I loved it. The rig, you had the big Sid behind him.
Yeah.
It was just everything about this guy was just intense. And that's what you want your pro wrestlers to be. His promo work, intense. Everything about it. Everything about Sid. If you're going to go ahead and design a professional wrestler, 9 times out of 10, you're taking something from Sid to be able to put into that professional wrestler because he had everything you wanted.
And he was what, like 6'8", 6'9", something like that? He was a giant, chiseled, like you said, terrifying, could talk.
Yep.
Power bomb from him looked incredibly devastating.
Yep.
I mean, there were a handful of times when I was young where something that was happening on TV like legit scared me. When Sid went nuts on Shawn Michaels and turned on him and gave him the repeated power bombs to the point where Diesel came out after they just finished their feud and had their Mania match. I was just like, oh no. Like Sid really hurt Shawn Michaels.
I think every kid was
Sid is I'm terrified of Sid. He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Yep.
And yeah, you're like any big man, any giant, any monster heel. If you want to succeed, you got to put a little Sycho Sid in your act.
100%. Anybody that's coming up in the business right now, who's in the business, who is coming up, you need to go put in Sycho Sid tapes, Sid Justice tapes, Sid Vicious tapes, whatever you want to, whichever era you want to go ahead and go look at. Go look at him and see exactly what a big man is supposed to be. And he was the prototype, the just everything about him, man. So, you know, this is a slam dunk to me. Very, very excited about this. I just hope, I just wish that he was the one to be able to speak and we can hear from him. You know, hopefully we can have some of his family members. I know he has sons, so hopefully they're there. Hopefully it's just not a video package where they just do one of these legacy things. I hope that.
Well, that's my one question, because they are listing them as a legacy induction.
Yeah.
So, because in the past, their legacy inductions have consisted of just like a montage of people.
Right.
Will this now just be what they consider, what they call it when they induct someone that has passed away?
That's what it should be.
That's what I hope it is. Because if
Yeah.
it's just like a legacy thing where it's just a video montage and that's the end of it, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'd be upset. Upset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
And
that's
I get, yeah, you're not gonna give his kids as long to do their speech as you will Stephanie and AJ Styles. I get that.
yeah.
But
at least
you
give
gotta do it.
yeah.
And you gotta like give it the full induction.
And also too, have somebody, have somebody in the business to be able to announce the kids on stage. I don't know who would
you
be.
better have Sean be the one inducting him.
It'd be Sean, or it could
Diesel or Nash.
Yeah,
either one of them.
One of those guys. You know what
I
I mean?
mean, you can even Undertaker could too, because he main evented the Mania with Sid.
Can go Undertaker, absolutely. Yep.
So yeah, I would say any one of those three to be the ones to introduce the family.
Yeah, 100%.